So good day everyone for this session, and I'm going to start this session with Marcia, and today's session name is From Team Member to Team Leader, Leadership Training for New Managers. So our today's speaker is Marcia Zidel, and I'm going to hand it over to her. So over to you, Marcia. You can now take over and start the presentation.
Okay. Well, welcome everyone from team member to team leader. This is leadership training for new managers. Well, congratulations. You may have recently become a new manager, supervisor, or team lead. However, you'll be facing some new challenges because becoming a manager of people require not just a new set of skills, but a whole identity shift. And so, this webinar that I've created is to help you, those to become, move away from a rookie manager to a high-performing manager. So today's topics that I'll be covering are first, the 7 mistakes of rookie managers, then a guide for your transition, then 4 get-to-knows that are so important in the first 90 days or even maybe a couple of months, then an example of teamwork in action, and then 5 keys to your success. So let's first look at the 7 mistakes of rookie managers. The first mistake is that many rookie managers don't know how to progress from being an individual performer to managing others. Mistake number 2, they're unsure what their boss expects of them. Third is not letting go of the urge to control everything and micromanaging. Many rookie managers have the poor ability to relate to and work with others. The next is that the mistake they make is that they're so afraid of making a mistake that they make no decisions at all. Number 6, rookie managers, they fail to reach out for help, thinking they have to be all-knowing. So mistake number 7 is they persist doing their old jobs rather than their new ones. So a quick review of the mistakes of rookie managers. Now I'm going to provide you a guide for your transition. So here are 4 get-to-knows. These, as I said, are the 4 tasks that new managers must complete within the first 90 days to quickly get up to speed and productive in their new position. And the 4 get-to-knows are they need to get to know their boss, their job, their staff, and their peers. These are the things that you need to know in your new role. So in building a relationship with each of your direct reports, these are some of the questions that you can ask them and get input from them. These are schedule a meeting with other managers you and your team coordinate with, collaborate with to get a task accomplished. Now I'm going to shift gears and move to what makes a winning team. This is one of the quotes. So I learned 4 lessons from firefighters. So the first is common goals. Everyone has to be on the same page. Everyone needs to focus on key priorities. So in terms of your team or your department, what are the key priorities? Second lesson I learned was about clear responsibilities. So it's more than just a job description. So for clear responsibilities, does everyone know how they are to work together? The third lesson I learned was about constant communication. It has to do with how do you keep people in the loop, constant communication. The fourth lesson I learned was commitment to the team. It's how do we move from me to we? So why go through this? Why go through this game? So think about your team, your department. How do you move from individual to we're a team? So a quick review of teamwork in action. So now I want to finally go from what makes an efficient team to what makes effective leaders and managers. 5 keys to successful transition. So the first one is to recognize what you don't know. So what new managers need to realize is to recognize what they don't know. The second key to success is to be an elephant hunter, not an ant stomper. Those are your key responsibilities. Third key to successful transition is to keep an eye on the clock. You have a long to-do list. Next key is manage by walking around. Regularly get out of your office or wherever you are and talk with your people. The fifth key to successful transition is target a few early wins. You need to target a few wins because it creates momentum early. A quick review. So I always like to end my webinars with some action planning. Think about what you have learned from this. What information can you take back with you? And what might be some of the things, next steps to implement? 3 actions that you may take to be a better boss. What are 3 things? What have you learned from this? And then I do have a free tool. It's called Tips for New Leaders. And if you send me an email at Marcia, M-A-R-C-I-A, at smartmovescoach.com, I'll be very happy to send, this is a free tool, the Tips for New Leaders. Work happy, live happy, be happy. And it says your team's performance is now your performance. As a boss, your people are your product. Your work is done through others. And to realize that as a manager, you're no longer, doing the work. You are helping your team or your department. You're there to help them do the work of that team or department. You're there to provide guidance. You're there to provide resources. You're there to also provide feedback to them. But it's the hardest thing, as I said, is giving up your old job to becoming the manager. And so I want to thank everyone. Again, thank everyone. If you would like to contact me, if you have further questions, you can contact me at Marcia, M-A-R-C-I-A, at smartmovescoach.com. And I'll also send you that free tool. So I'm going to turn it over to Harris, and any final thoughts on your end.
Thank you very much, Marcia. And now, since the final remarks has already been done, thank you very much for a wonderful session, Marcia, and thank you very much for attendees to join. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.